Hi, everyone. This is a story about falling in love. I wrote it during the pandemic when the world seemed to be falling apart. Some guys gotta drive a fancy car, gotta show off that old scar. Some guys gotta buy rounds at the bar, prove how tough they are. Other guys sing and play guitar, act like they're a star. But I don't need to go that far, 'cause I got you. Don't need anything more. There's no one else I'm performing for. I got nothing to prove, I ain't keeping score. There's nothing else I could ask for, as long as you adore me. 'Cause all the only ones on the dance floor I see. 'Cause all I need, all that matters to me, is you. And I got you. That your love for me stays true. What means everything is I got you. Some guys need to talk a big game, take every chance to drop a name. Oh yeah, some guys got no shame, exclaim every single claim to fame. Have their friends call them by some slick nickname, show every hint of success and what they became. For me, it's not the same, 'cause I got you. I don't need anything more. There's no one else I'm performing for. There's nothing to prove, I'm not keeping score. There's nothing else I could ask for, as long as you adore me. Yours are the only moves on the dance floor I see. 'Cause all I need, and all that matters to me, is you. That I got you. That your love for me stays true. What means everything, that I got you. I don't need anything new. You're what gets me through it all. It's that phone call every night that keeps me feeling alright. It's just you. You came out of the blue. Now all I wanna do, and all that I need, is that I got you. I got you. Yeah, this is a story about falling in love. Part of that story is about how guys can be like peacocks, always showing off when they want to attract a mate. But it's also about when you meet a person who really gets you, and it seems like they can see inside your soul, and you can't hide anything. Now that's okay, because with the right person, you want to share everything. Girl with a look, you disarm me, drop a ton of bricks, and make me see that you're stopping me cold, right there in my tracks, like a puppet controlling how my heart reacts. Goddamn, I've got no defense. You pop my ego open with a little common sense, like a judo master flipping around my pretense. With your 2 cents, you dispense with all my nonsense. Goddamn, you put me right in my place, make my head race, and break down my best poker face. I got nothing to hide when you look in my eyes. You hypnotize an otherwise strong guy with a broken disguise. Goddamn, you look straight in my soul, take control of the whole thing, and like rock and roll, shake me to my core, see it clearly right through me. Goddamn, I can't fake a thing, and honestly, I got nothing left but just to be me. And I think you'll agree that's the best way to be, baby. Goddamn, girl, all it takes is you grabbing my hand, and I understand that all I had planned beforehand is done. You dismiss offhand my demands and take command of my heart, like the law of my land. I just wait for that moment each time I see like some kind of guru, you renew me and undo my blue attitude with each rendezvous. You make me unscrew my head, wipe the mildew from my soul, take a clue from your tried and true love. The way you do, you turn me from this cold statue into a brand new man. You're holding with only your tattoo on my heart. Goddamn, I got no defense. You pop my ego open with a little common sense, like a judo master flipping around my pretense. With your 2 cents you dispense with all my nonsense. Goddamn, you put me right in my place, make my head race and break down my best poker face. I got nothing to hide when you look in my eyes. Hypnotized an otherwise strong guy with a broken disguise. Goddamn, you look straight in my soul, take control of the whole thing, and like rock and roll, shake me to my core, see clearly right through me. Goddamn, I can't fake a thing, and honestly, I got nothing left but just to be me. And I think you'll agree, that's the best way to be, baby. Goddamn. This is a love story. It's about when you can't stop thinking of someone and you want to see them all the time and you just don't really know, and you just want to really know that they feel the same way about you. I'm just sitting and waiting to hear from you. I got nothing else better to do, hoping you're thinking of me like I do of you. I got thoughts of you that keep popping up, and memories that just won't let up. Wishing I knew if you felt the same way too. Holding off on calling, cause I don't know if you wanna hear all about how I'm falling for everything about you, dear. I'm just looking at photos while I got some time, wondering if you stare at them too the way I am, imagining whether you smile when you look at my face. And I play back that voicemail you left on the phone when I'm sitting in my bed all alone, wondering why. Time to just touch base. Oh, I wanna hear from you, but I don't wanna crowd you out. I wanna know what you're thinking and understand what you're all about. But now I'm just sitting and waiting to hear from you. I got nothing else better to do, hoping you're thinking of me like I do of you. I can't figure out just what you want from me. I'm hoping that you're cluing in and help me to see how to get you to smile when you think of me. You see me every day, I miss it when I'm away. For now I'm sitting waiting to hear from you. I got nothing else better to do, hoping you're thinking of me like I do of you. I got thoughts in my head that keep popping up, and memories that just won't let up. Wishing I knew if you felt the same way too. Wishing I knew if you felt the same way too. Won't you please let me know if you feel the same way too? This is a love story. So of course it's all about what it's like to miss someone when they're away. Every time I see you, the day gets a little brighter. And when you go, I just want more of that. When I'm without you, I get you stuck in my head. Thinking how you feel, I wanna be wherever you're at. I miss you I miss the sound of your voice. I miss you. Everything else is just noise. I miss you. I gotta see your face. Oh, I miss you. Wanna feel your sweet embrace. I miss you. I just need to see you again. I miss you. Gotta be with my best friend. Oh, I miss you. I wanna be together. I miss you. It doesn't matter whether it's morning, noon, or night. Morning, noon, or night. If you're not by my side, I miss you. Just trying to figure out what will make you feel satisfied. I miss all the things you think and everything you feel inside. I miss hanging around together, doing nothing at all or working hard. I miss washing the dishes and watching TV, fixing the leak and cleaning the yard. Yeah, I miss you. I miss the sound of your voice. I miss you. And everything else is just noise. I miss you. Oh, I gotta see your face. Oh, I miss you. Just need to feel your sweet embrace. Yeah, I miss you. Wanna be together. I miss you. It doesn't matter whether it's morning, noon, or night. If you're not by my side, I miss you. If I could take all my hours, put them each in a little box, I could send them up in that piggy bank and guard it like Fort Knox. And I'd shower you with everyone like a fountain of time and care. Then I'd do it all again with all the sun rays and all the poems and prayers. Cause I wanna take every moment to craft each one just right. Doing something with you by my side each day and night. I miss you. I miss the sound of your voice. I miss you. Everything else is just noise. I miss you. I gotta see your face. I miss you. I wanna feel your sweet embrace. Yeah, I miss you. Just want to see you again. I miss you. Gotta be with my best friend. I miss you. I wanna be together. I miss you. It doesn't matter whether it's morning, noon, or night. If you're not by my side, I miss you. This is a love story. So it's about what it's like to realize you found someone who's perfect, who's a perfect fit for you. Wake up every morning, the first thing that I do is think of what it's like to be right next to you. I gotta give you a call, I need to hear your voice. I wanna know that you feel the same and that I'm still your choice. I wanna tell you all about how I can't get you off of my mind. I need to let you know that you got me inclined. Found what I'm looking for when I'm with you. Found what I'm looking for, something I ever knew. Found what I'm looking for, the difference is black and white. I found what I'm looking for, you got me feeling just right. When I go through my day, I've got you stuck in my head, echoing repeatedly all the sweet things that you said. Daydreaming about the way you smile at me, and waiting to see your number on my caller ID. Yeah, I found what I'm looking for when I'm with you. Found what I'm looking for, it's like nothing I ever knew. I found what I'm looking for, the difference is black and white. I found what I'm looking for, you got me feeling just right. When my day is done and I get to see you at last, there's a change in my groove, oh yeah, a huge contrast. There's really nothing else that I care about. Just wanna give you my love all day. I've been holding out, cause I've found what I'm looking for when I'm with you. Found what I'm looking for, it's like nothing I ever knew. I found what I'm looking for, the difference is black and white. Found what I'm looking for, you got me feeling just right. What would a love story be without figuring out whether you can actually spend the long haul with somebody? The rest of your life is a very, very long time. What's that long haul looking like with you now? Will we learn to get together somehow? Will you put up with my snoring in the night? Or eventually get fed up with me and wanna fight? 'Cause I'm here till the cows come home, don't wanna go nowhere. Can you put up with me being round and in your hair? Do I make it hard to breathe, or am I a breath of fresh air? Do you want to keep hearing what I gotta say, or do you actually not care? 'Cause I can be here for the long run, forevermore. Are you ready for the next act and then another encore? Does that make you wanna pack your bags and slip out the back door? Is it peacetime now, or are you getting ready for a war? Are you ready to be permanently stuck right here with me? Have the sound of my voice booming in your ears eternally. Have that look of my smile etched upon your eyes indelibly. Or does that make you wanna bolt, take off, make a run for it and flee? I don't know if you feel like you won the lottery, or are you biding time until you find a better man than me? Are you thinking that I'm all you'd hoped I'd ever be? Or will I wake up in the morning next to you, nobody? Make a head and make a picture in your head that's real clear. Please tell me, am I in it? Do you see me with you, dear? Are you unclear if you really sincerely want me near? Do you hope that maybe sometimes this year I'll disappear? Forever is a long time to be with anyone. Continuously, constantly, perpetually, and endlessly. Always, all the time, not stop day and night. Continually, in the morning, noon, and evening, all week long, incessantly. Regularly, around the clock, 24/7, ceaselessly, relentlessly, persistently. Seeing me repeatedly. I don't know for sure if you feel the need to get free. But if you ask me, sweetie, that's exactly what will make me happy. 'Cause you know you that much, baby. Don't want to get away. Want to be with you all day and stay with you until I'm gray. See your smile and hear your voice, my choice until my dying day is to have you next to me. Please don't ever go away. Well, there I said it, got it out. You know just how I feel. It's on the table, sitting here in front of you. You know my deal. Your appeal has got the steering wheel to my heart. And baby, no, I won't leave you. Don't wanna be apart. Yeah, forever is a long time to be with anyone. Continuously, constantly, perpetually, and endlessly. Always, all the time, not stop day and night. Continually, in the morning, noon, and evening. All week long, incessantly. Regularly, around the clock, 24/7, ceaselessly, relentlessly, persistently. Seeing me repeatedly. I don't know for sure if you'll feel the need to get free. But if you ask me, sweetie, that's exactly what will make me happy. 'Cause I love you that much, baby. Don't wanna get away. Wanna be with you all day and stay with you until I'm gray. See your smile and hear your voice, my choice until my dying day is to have you next to me. Please don't ever go away. This is a love story. So it's about the moment you realize you found something really special and it feels so good. Sometimes you're not quite sure exactly what you want. Sometimes you just don't know if you should play or punt. Sometimes you feel conflicted inside, going every which way. Sometimes you can't tell, oh, but not today. 'Cause this is just good, no two ways about it. This is just great, ooh, I gotta admit. This is just fine, everything I could hope for. This is just right, I really couldn't ask for more. Sometimes it's just a little just right, great. Ooh, I gotta admit, this is fine, everything I could hope for. This is just right, I really couldn't ask for more. Every once in a while go in and you think it might work out right. If you try to just look at it in exactly the right light and ignore those unsure thoughts you get when you're honest with yourself. But you know deep down inside you should just put it on the shelf. But that's not what's going on right here, not even a little bit. I'm really trying to find some holes, but I just can't seem to do it. Cause this is just good, no two ways about it. Yeah, this is just great. Ooh, I gotta admit, this is just fine, everything I could hope for. This is just right, really couldn't ask for more. This couldn't be a love story unless it made you think about how the rest of life, work, and all the obligations we put up with are just essential pieces of experience in between the parts which really matter and have the greatest meaning, which are those times with the people we care about most in our personal lives, because everything we do revolves around being with the people we love. You've been my everything from the day that we first met. There's nothing better than the feeling that I get from seeing your face when the sun comes out each day, to watching it set when the evening fades away, and everything in between is all just filled with you. You're there with me no matter what I do, and everything in between's all good with you around. You're the thing that keeps me from falling down. Just a call to say hello midday, and I got everything I need to feel okay. And text in the afternoon to know what's going on. Just a quick one, don't need a marathon. And everything in between is just some other things, nothing that means much, whatever else life brings. And everything in between the times that I'm with you, well, that's just work, doing what I've got to do. I've all got worries, things that need to get done. There's a lot we do to go out and have fun. But that's not what matters at the end of the day. It's just that you're with me there along the way. And everything in between is just life that passes by. Some birthday cake, rainy days, and times with blue sky. And everything in between, nothing matters in my eyes, like having you with me till the day I die. This is actually a true love story, so it has to include some things about the real experiences we all have while falling in love. That process is always all very powerful, and the reality of falling for someone can involve a bunch of crazy emotions and even some challenging relationship dynamics. I thought I was doing okay, thought I was strong, but I wasn't ready for you to come along. You know how to push my buttons, just enough for me to take. Let's keep straight at it, right up until I'm gonna break. Drive me crazy, out of my own head. Should be hurting, but it feels good to me instead. You got me unhinged every way. I turn around, but you just can't seem to get away. You drive me crazy, get me every time. The things to me, well, I know they feel like a crime. You got me unhinged, I'm all mixed up. You break me down and then you work me right back up. You got me touched, wrapped right around that little finger, oh, it can pin me to the ground. You make me lose my thoughts, I'm just helpless. Don't have a single move in your little game of chess. You got me crazy, I got no defense, and I really don't care if it never makes a bit of sense. Cause you drive me crazy, just a little bit. You drive me crazy, oh yeah, I like it. This is a real love story, so maybe there has to be a little bit about when things go upside down in a relationship. This tune's all in good fun, a little bone to pick for guys in the audience who are sitting patiently through a long musical about a love story. Women, please don't hate me. Do I get to hang out with my girl today, or is something sinister afoot? Are you feeling sweet and loving me, or should I just stay put? Well, I have to watch every word I say, or joke around a little bit. Are you gonna try to see my point of view, or is it only safe if I cool it? Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, which one is it today? Am I gonna have to battle a monster, or is my sweetie coming out to play? Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, I never know what to expect. Is it understood I'm trying real hard, or is everything I'm doing correct? Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, are you into my well-meaning wits? Are all the fangs coming out this time, or am I just gonna get bit? Who is it tonight? Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, did you wake up in the morning on the wrong side of the bed and now have a bone to pick? Did you have a bad dream about something I did? Now does everything I do make you sick? Do I have to be careful and watch my step? Or walking on eggshells, I'm not sure. Could I try to buy some flowers and chocolate? Keep my mouth shut, is that the cure? You know I try to be that man who's nice and sweet and kind, but if my mood's misinterpreted and you are so inclined, take my idle chit-chat and pick out the format and look at the way that I said that. Hell no, I didn't mean you were fat. Oh dear God, I'm going to pay for that. Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, which one is it today? Am I gonna have to battle a monster, or is my sweetie coming out to play? Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, I never know which one to expect. Is it understood that I'm trying real hard, or is everything I do suspect? Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, are you into my well-meaning wit? Are all the bangs coming out this time, and am I just gonna get bit? Who is it tonight? Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, who is it tonight? Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde. Don't hurt me. This is a love story. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be. I mean, it is. But like every good story, this one's going to have some conflict mixed in along the way. Real love stories always run into a few unexpected challenges. I mean, people always discover a few differences when they start sharing their lives fully, and you don't always see eye to eye. Sometimes we misinterpret and misunderstand what our partners think, feel, and want. When that happens, it can seem like we've got utterly different goals in life. I want to live a little. What's really so wrong with that? Every day I get up and find something new to get at. See all the people I like, find something to laugh about. Just go have a good time. There's no reason to be riddled with doubts. Why be such a downer? Why not come have some fun? Why not just live a little before our life is done? Why not enjoy the sunshine when it's so nice outside? Why be so worried to be fearful? Why not just enjoy the ride? We've got no real problems, nothing's holding us down. There really is just no good reason to be walking around with that frown. We got no bills of sickness or pain, or hard choices to discuss. Try anything new to enjoy the day, nothing is stopping us. So why you always so dark and sad? Why not come have some fun? Why not just live a little before our life is done? Why not enjoy the sunshine when it's so nice outside? Why be so worried and fearful? Why not just enjoy the ride? You can always choose to find something wrong if that's what you really want. Always find a new trouble that you think you need to confront. Sometimes it's better to just let it go. Find a reason to smile, cause if you can't choose to do that, life will never be worthwhile. Why you always so dark and sad? Why not come have some fun? Why not just live a little before our life is done? Why not enjoy the sunshine when it's so nice outside? Why be so worried and fearful? Why not just enjoy the ride? This is a love story, but love stories can get complicated. How do we see two different things happening here? I really don't get it at all. What started so simply with a difference of opinion, apparently harmless curveball, has turned into a massive mess that could change our lives and alter the course of our shared long haul. What started as just a little pitfall has snowballed into an insurmountable wall. Suddenly, we're not on the same team, not working together, both ready to scream. Frustration and miscommunication have thoroughly replaced our patience, and understanding smiles have been erased. We don't want to hear any reasonable explanation. Our caring attitudes have turned to aggravation, and any nice hope that the situation might end with some positive de-escalation is all gone, and the mutual irritation is all that's left in our communication. The tone of our voices is filled with anger, and what's stranger is that the clear and present danger to the life that we knew and are building together gets ignored like flip-flops in cold winter weather. All that matters at this point is our headstrong insistence that we were never wrong. How is it that neither of us could see it happening, and the dramatic turn that was coming up next around the corner, hidden in the pretext of thinking that what we had was, that really connects us was instead just a complex combination of confusing effects in our fragile intellects. And so something snapped the moment we let down our guards, and this weekly framework, this house of cards, came crashing down with just a little gust of wind, and what we thought we had that underpinned everything we'd been working for, all that we had grown to adore, was gone in a flash, smashed up like garbage and tossed in the trash. Just because we both wanted our way and couldn't understand what the other had to say, didn't feel like listening or trying any harder to understand or have any regard for, more than our egos would allow in the moment, we had to vent our discontent and prevent, in any event, the loss of the value of our own intent. Then, when the humor is thoroughly gone and our eyes are drawn upon each other like fighters in the octagon with gloves on, the game's on, we'll take a hit if it means not having to admit that the shit we did was at all unfit in any way, that we acted less than perfect in any aspect of this conflict, and we'll protect our ego. Goddammit, we're each sure we were correct. We won't back off an inch or flinch for a moment from each move our opponent makes. Will foment this argument and blow it up, whatever the cost, no matter what could get lost. We're committed to winning victoriously, making each other see that why we didn't agree was the other's fault completely. We'll argue till the end. We won't bend. We'll defend our intent till we're ex-girlfriend and boyfriend. We're going to prove that we're right and fight all night, even if by morning light we've lost sight of our original plight, and might even rewrite some of the story in spite of the trouble it might bring as we sling more words that sting and cling to saying anything to bring this pissing contest to an ending, in which it's clear that our point of view was best. And despite the stress and lack of rest, we got what we wanted, which was to win. But now that our relationship has truly been reduced to rubble, we look back at the trouble and wonder if it's curable, if what we have is durable enough to pick up pieces and find some pieces. There a way to get back on track and come back from the attacks and the setbacks we've unpacked with all the harsh comebacks and wisecracks we've dealt? Was any of that truly felt, or were we just mad and had a bad attitude that became ridiculous? Was all that maliciousness just some mischievous innocence we can walk back and disregard as our relationship scarred, or if we try hard to guard against that blowhard disrespect that wrecked our perfectly architected connection and try to reconnect our affection, can we get going again in the right direction? Can we find some peace now that we're tired of being mired in this no longer desired fight? Can we get back to feeling right and agree to a truce and to end this abuse we've let loose and reduce the profuse agitation, manipulation, and accusations that shook our warm caring to its foundation? Can we just end this with a hug and kiss and dismiss any pissy attitude that got us unglued for reasons that don't matter anymore? And now that we don't even know what we're arguing for, can we just get back to living happily together and forget that we ever said whatever it was about however we thought those clever winning thoughts that we got so caught up with and fought hot about are just not what we've got even an afterthought about remaining? Let's quit our complaining and make up and forget this whole buildup that blew up into nearly a breakup. I'm ready to give up and give in. I don't want to win anymore. I want to end the condescending talk, make amends, extend an olive branch, and just pretend that the whole thing never happened. Are you with me? Are we done? Can we have some fun now and allow ourselves to forget how we got here? Let it all disappear, clear the air, repair this rare tear in our otherwise caring affair, and declare the warfare over, through, finished, and complete? We're both beat. Let's retreat. Just be sweet and treat each other to a more upbeat end of this browbeating. And please, let's not repeat this routine or ever demean or be so obscenely mean the way we've been ever again. Wait, what do you mean by that? This is a love story. So it's all about bouncing back from difficulties and realizing how dealing with challenges and recovering from disagreements can actually bring you closer. So right about now, things are rough. Got some big worries, yeah. Life is tough, insecurity because the world has changed. Everything you know getting rearranged. Stress at each turn, that's all brand new. Too many things you got to do. Wake up in the morning with trouble in your head. Don't even want to get out of your bed. People all around you messing up. All the problems every day building up. Wondering how it'll all work out. Confidence is getting turned to doubt. Imagining the worst and feeling the clock tick. Trying to keep you cool and not get sick. Well, baby, I'm here for you. You can count on me. Whatever you get into, just open up and let me help you carry that weight. It's easier with two, yeah. Baby, I'm here for you. Waiting patiently just to attend to anything I can to help you get through. Baby, you know I'm here for you. Just take a deep breath and hold on to me. It's all gonna work out fine, you'll see. Calm down, get feeling better and thinking straight. Calm down the brain and slow down the heart rate. Make you feel right, get through the brain to relax it. Whoa. You're feeling better and thinking straight. Calm down the brain and slow the heart rate. That's what I'm here to help you do. To make you feel right and get through the brains to relax and forget about all the mess. Stop feeling depressed and process the stress. Dump all the thoughts and get some feedback. Have some fun and get your strength back. That's exactly why we're doing all of this. So that whenever we need it, we got a hug and kiss. I'm just here waiting for you by your side. Hoping to do what I can provide. Some support to keep you on your feet. Hard as a rock, I'm solid as concrete. Throw it all on me, I'll catch you groove. I'll help you catch your groove. Move the crowd but try to improve. State of things in the way you see them. Bring it all on wherever they come. Baby, we're here for you. You can count on me. Whatever you get into, just open up. Let me help you carry that weight. It's easier with two, yeah. Baby, I'm here for you. Waiting patiently just to attend to anything I can to help you get through. Baby, you know that I'm here for you. Baby, you know I'm here for you. Baby, you know I'm here for you. This is a love story. And love stories are best when they're all about that sweet feeling which beats everything else in life. When you find that happy romantic place together, it can make all of life's other difficulties difficult. it can make all of life's other difficulties just disappear. I get home at night after a bad day and see my girl. It all just fades away. Oh, I got troubles, too many bills to pay, but I see her smile, everything's okay. She's a wonderful thing, she makes me feel alright. A wonderful thing, she keeps me warm at night. She's a wonderful thing, she gives me all I need. A wonderful thing, I love her, yes indeed. She's a wonderful thing. Look around, oh, I ain't got much, but it's all good as long as I got her touch. Broken down car, a couple nickels to my name. Oh, it don't matter, she loves me just the same. There's no one listening to me, I don't matter much. No butler working for me, no country club or such. Won't see me in the papers or getting an award, but it don't matter if I'm totally ignored, 'cause she's a wonderful thing, she makes me feel alright. A wonderful thing, she keeps me up at night. Yeah, she's a wonderful thing, she gives me all I need. A wonderful thing, I love her, yes indeed. She's a wonderful thing. This is a love story. And I'm sorry, guys, but in real life, something like 60% of marriages end badly. And I'm pretty sure that everyone in here with a love story to share can probably also tell a few tales about the rotten feeling when you don't want to argue, but you can feel the disagreement coming from a mile away. When that happens, love stories can turn on a dime. Do you want to have a fight? Okay, I'll tell you what you've got to do. When I say something meaningful and kind, just respond that you don't believe it's true. When I'm genuinely sweet and nice, just ask, what do you mean by that? And be sure to find an insecurity of mine to focus on and pick at. Be strong, don't let up, insist you know that I must be lying to you, and be sure to get angry or hurt no matter what I say or do. Find a way to turn my words into the opposite of what was meant. Take every syllable out of context to change my real intent. Say all the things you know, sting me the worst. Be sure to keep your calm, but be sure to keep your calm so you can point out it's me getting upset after you drop an emotional bomb. Keep going, it's working. You really do know how to get right under my skin. And if you do it for 3 more hours, then maybe no matter what mood I've been in, I'll take the bait and engage in one of those complaints you have instead of realizing any sincere response is just going to make you mad. I should have walked away while I had the chance instead of trying to understand, because all you really want to do here is get a fighting upper hand. Can't you accept I didn't mean it that way? That's not at all what I was trying to say. I told you exactly what I meant. I've explained 10 times precisely my intent. If you insist that I felt something worse and echo back on my thoughts in reverse, if you remove from context and twist words around and require some other meaning you found, well, then I just don't know how to respond, because what you're telling me doesn't correspond with what I want or how I feel, and all I can do is try to appeal till it's like I'm sitting in a court on trial, and no matter how much I want to see you smile, you're just here to prove that I've done something wrong, that you were right about my motivations all along, like a lawyer who will win by splitting hairs and find some offense somewhere in my affairs to prove I have a motive that I wasn't aware of, that you're sure I was acting without care or love. So arguments one-sided, I can't make you see that there just isn't any fight in me. I'll tell you again that I'm here to support you, that I don't have a single reason to thwart you. I want to be nice, I want to be kind, but you think I'm in some other frame of mind. I just don't have that sinister motivation which you deduced from isolated pieces of dictation. I'm not playing any games or trying to prove you wrong. I haven't wanted anything like that all along. You keep telling me that you don't believe what it is I truly want to achieve. I'm just trying to relax and have some fun, but to this opportunity to hang, you brought a gun. I'm just sitting here hoping that your sense of humor will help you to see my point of view more. Come on, you know I didn't mean it like that. I'm not some kind of low-down rat. Can't you tell that you've got me all wrong? My God, have you actually thought that all along? Only someone rotten would have that to say. Why can't you accept? I didn't mean it that way. Hours turn to days and we go round and round. I can't believe we still haven't found some friendly common ground and mutual trust. How is there still disgust after all we've discussed? Do you really want to rehash that argument last year? I thought we worked that out, thought it was clear. And is that even related to what's happening here? Can we just step back from these fighting thoughts, my dear? I'm running out of ways to say I'm not mad at you. I have no complaints about anything you do. I'm dying just to see you smile and laugh again, but do you know how long it's been since I could just say hi, give a hug and kiss? All I want is to stop fighting like this. But you get mad if I respond to what you say and angrier if I try to walk away. And then when you decide to hang up on me, I'm not supposed to take that personally. I'm doing everything I know to give you what you need, listening to what you want. I'm actually agreed. How is it possible to misunderstand when I tell you exactly what sweet things I had planned? I've tried to explain 100 different ways, but you've locked onto a single word and phrase. And you think I'm just trying to pedal back now, decided to frame it as an attack. Wow, listen, I love your character and personality. I love the way you are and how you affect me. I've got no complaints about anything you do. I adore you, baby. I love you. I'm waiting for you to realize I just want back that woman who's normally so laid back, who's happy to relax together a bit, who wants to hear some news while you crochet and knit. But I know now that I don't have a chance to get some normal chill loving or sweet romance. Even though that's all I hope to do with you, you found something else you think is not true. And when I show you my belly like a playful little mutt, you take the opportunity to kick me in the gut, not just once, but over and again until I finally bark at you. Because right then it's over. Once I raise my voice, there's no going back. I don't have a choice. I'm shell-shocked and trying to make you understand that I'm here for you. Just want to hold your hand. We're both exhausted and need this all to end. I need to make you understand. I'm your friend. Another chorus there. Maybe. So this is a love story. I mean, I wanted it to be a love story, but the truth is, love stories don't always go as planned. Everything's so toxic between us. There's never a break. I get home at night and there's nothing but more heartache. You can't stand a single thing I do. All you ever say is that I'm doing it all wrong. You make me forget I had a good day. How'd we get here? I don't understand. How'd we go so wrong? You used to smile when you saw me, but it's been so long. How'd we get to this crazy place where all we do is fight? How could it possibly have turned out that nothing between us is right? How'd we get to this situation where every step is so hard to work out? How's it possible the person I love makes me feel with nothing but doubt? I always trusted you'd be there. You were my rock. And now every day you're so balled up, you won't even talk. You went from being perfect, exactly the right match, to never seeing eye to eye. There's always a catch. I can never just be myself. The more I try to be nice, the more you tell me I'm hurting you. I'm always on thin ice. How'd we get here? I don't understand. How'd we go so wrong? You used to smile when you saw me, but it's been so long. How'd we get to this crazy place where all we do is fight? How could it possibly have turned out? Nothing between us is right. How'd we get to this situation where every step is so hard to work out? How is it possible the person I love makes me filled with nothing but doubt? Okay, this was a love story until my woman just had to yell at me about messing up the couch cushions several times every freaking day. And I probably deserved getting told about how I dropped crumbs on the floor in the middle of the night. I mean, it was the middle of the night, and I had been working 100 hours a week to make money to provide for us. God, this was supposed to be a love story. But lately, it's just seemed like there's always 50 complaints about, well, Every little thing. How the hell are you supposed to have a love story when every day is filled with 50 complaints? That's not what I'm in a love story for. Oh, I'm so done living this way, getting told I'm doing wrong every day. I got 100 rules to make sure I get right. Add 50 more, and there's no end in sight. Yeah, I got 50 reasons to get out of here. 50 times when you 50 thoughts that you don't wanna hear. 50 times when you forgot to be kind. 50 days I should have left you behind. Well, this is the one. I gotta wonder what's coming next. Will you call, send me a text to let me know just how I'm messing up? How many ways? Well, let's count them up. I got 50 reasons to get out of here. 50 thoughts that you don't want to hear. 50 times when you forgot to be kind. 50 days I should have left you behind. Oh, this is the one. Oh man, this love story is not going as expected. When the dust settles after the end of a long relationship that was supposed to be a love story, it hits you how different your life is going to be and how much of an emotional challenge a breakup can be. I think it's usually all much more difficult than we expect or are prepared to accept. There's often a lot of getting back together, trying to work things out, breaking up again, and not being sure what to do when it becomes clear that life as you'd known it with your partner is over. I can't go back, I can't move on. I'm stuck right in this place. No matter who I'm with, I only see your face. I've been trying hard every day to get you out of my head, but no matter who I'm with, I think of you instead. I get up every morning, ready for something new, and halfway through the day, all I think about is you. When you had what you wanted and gave it all up, and nothing else you know feels okay. When you had what you needed and now it's gone, you can't feel good for a day. When you had what you wanted and it slipped away, you can't sleep at night in your bed. When you had what you wanted and lost it all, there's just no moving ahead. Right, there's just no way to go on. But I've just been sitting here hurting since the day that you were gone. There are faces everywhere. I think you think I choose just one. Get out and live a little. I wanna have some fun. Well, I would if I could, but that's for sure. But that's not where I'm at. No matter who I meet, they all just fall flat. You live your life giving everything, can't seem to hit the mark. And everything you work for now's a faded watermark. And all that ever felt right turned out to be a lie. What could a guy have done? How much harder could he try? When you had what you wanted and gave it all up, and nothing else you know feels okay. You had what you wanted and now it's gone, you just can't feel good for a day. When you had what you wanted and it slipped away, you can't sleep at night in your bed. When you had what you wanted and lost it all, there's just no moving ahead. Going through that sort of uncertainty is definitely not part of the love story I ever expected. Actually, how could it get much worse? Well, here's one way. effort no one could critique. But she decided he was perfect after no longer than a week. I gave it 110% for all my very best years. But the instant she got a chance, she left me to drown in my tears. But I'm fucking ruthless when they decide to give you up. They leave you starving in the rain when they choose to fill their cup. Women are fucking ruthless. Let me be perfectly clear. They won't look back for a second. Now they won't shed a single tear. Women are fucking ruthless when they go to choose what they want. They'll just pick from whoever they see, like ordering out a fine restaurant. Women are fucking ruthless, like medieval queens. They'll tear your heart out and feed it to you without about a thought of what it means. They're fucking ruthless. I committed everything, exactly all I could give, so that she would stay with me as long as we both would live. There was nothing I wouldn't do to try to make it good. But I guess my idea of forever was just misunderstood. But I'm fucking ruthless when they decide to give you up, leave you starving in the rain when they decide to fill their cup. Women are fucking ruthless. Let me be perfectly clear. Oh, they won't look back for a second. No, they won't shed a single tear. So fucking ruthless when they get to choose what they want. They'll pick from whoever they see, like ordering out a restaurant. Women are fucking ruthless, like medieval queens. They'll tear your heart out and feed it to you without a thought about what it means. They're fucking ruthless. God. Well, this was a love story at one point, but selling my house and moving into a one-bedroom place and giving up a family I'd worked to build for a good chunk of my adult life and being completely alone, and then having to date again at 48 years old. Oh my God. Now this is starting to sound a lot more like some kind of tragedy. You know what it's like to stick a shotgun in your mouth, 'cause everything in your life just keeps on going south. And the only one person who you knew really cared is the one who truly caught you totally unprepared. Now you got nothing left and nowhere else to go. Got to give up absolutely everything you know, and all you had to love was wiped out in just a day. And there's nothing else but wiping tears away. It's gotta end. It's gotta end somehow. It's gotta end. It's gotta end right now. There's nothing fair and nothing right. There's nothing left but to give up the fight. It takes more strength than anyone's got, so just pick out your berry of light, 'cause now you got nothing left and nowhere else to go. You give up absolutely everything you know, and all you had to love was wiped out in just a day. There's nothing else but wiping tears away. It's gotta end. It's gotta end somehow. It's gotta end. It's gotta end right now. You know what? No. I refuse to give up on this love story. This was supposed to be happily ever after. It had all the right parts. It's just not supposed to end like that. So here's the problem. The reason I can't let go. Why I can't smile today and won't tomorrow. It's that every memory and every thought makes me realize that you were my one shot. There was never another who could make me feel like you do. Never another who made me believe it was true, that there'd never be another who could keep me from looking around. Never another who could make me so sure I had found all that I need. There's 1,001 memories haunting my days, 'cause every single thing I did was with you always. A half a century of just being alive, but all those other years I was just trying to survive. I got everything together, holes in my life, nothing stopping me, no troubles or strife, no other problems to work out. Just one thing I can't do is replace the only one thing that ever made me smile. That was you. There was never another who could make me feel like you do. Never another who made me believe it was true, that there'd never be another who could keep me from looking around. Never another who could make me so sure I had found all that I need. So how are you supposed to have a love story when you're all alone? Need a friend, someone to be there. I just need anyone, someone to care. I got tunnel vision, my chest is pounding, my nerves are a wreck, and this feeling surrounded me. I look for a solution, but I don't have a guess. I need someone to guide me through this mess. I'm so lost, so lonely in here. I'm so lost, like I could disappear. I'm so lost, my soul needs a compass. I'm so lost, my feelings are fragile as glass. I'm so lost, emotions are fading away. I'm so lost, need someone to show me the way. Just need someone to pay attention to my concerns and apprehension. I just need a shoulder to lean on, soothe my worry till this obscene reality's gone. Darkness is crowding round me, I feel like I'm drowning in a dark black sea. I'm so lost, it's so lonely in here. I'm so lost, feel like I could disappear. I'm so lost, my soul needs a compass. I'm so lost, hearts are fragile as glass. I'm so lost, emotions are fading away. I'm so lost, need someone to show me the way. I really need some help getting this love story back on track. Come on, Mr. Therapist, show me what you got. I'm hot thinking about my time slot with you, because I'm not going to lie, pot won't work for me. I just gotta be entirely, finally, properly figured out on the inside. Will you scholarly take me, make me reliably feel satisfied? I don't care if you're cute, sexy, sweet, or nice. Just slice and dice my thoughts. Give me advice. Make me think twice about how to exercise these thoughts my brain denies. Be precise, bring it on. I'll pay you hourly price. Make me think. I don't want to have to drink to feel right. I'm uptight. Give me insight so I'll sleep at night. Make me breathe, man. Give me a plan to understand and scan my lifespan. Find whatever you can to make me feel better than when we began. Go on, get in my head. Find a thread about what I leave unsaid, because I got lead in my soul and instead want to feel whole. Give me control. Help me unroll all the shit that's taking a toll. I got a ton of loose ends undone. Lean on everyone. That's no fun. You're the one, my hired gun. I'm going to dump on you. I hope you got a few, because I'm feeling blue and I never knew I had this much to spew. So many things to get through. I'm not sure what I'd do without you. There's no one else who wants to hear my crap. You're quite a chap to listen to me yap and help me unwrap these thoughts that overlap. Make me put on my thinking cap and fix my handicap. I got a girl who's hot, and she really is not the one that I ought to share all my deep thought with. Please help me to change and exchange these thoughts that are strange and deranged and misunderstood. Get up under my hood. Look at my childhood. There's a strong likelihood that you could tell me what I should do to feel good. Just give me the gist of what I've missed and why I'm pissed. I want a checklist of things to untwist and my soul to be dismissed. Please assist in learning what I consist of and how to exist without these problems, Mr. Psychiatrist. Psychologist. So maybe the key to having a real love story at this point is just scrapping that old plot line and starting a new chapter. Sometimes you got to realize when things are broken. What the hell was I thinking? How'd I manage to give up my will for so many years, trying to put up with someone who's mentally ill? Nothing was ever right. Nothing felt good to you. Nothing could ever keep you from feeling angry, down, or blue. There couldn't have been more reasons to get up and get out every day. To go live your life and take chances, but you chose just to waste it away. Well, I'm finally waking up to exactly how bad it's been. How much poison you fed me over and over again. Leaving you was the best thing that could ever have happened to me. I know you do it to someone else. It's too bad I can't help them get free. Leaving you felt impossible. It had me so tied up in knots. It'd been years since I'd been able to have any of my own thoughts. Leaving you felt so wrong at first and broke me apart totally. But that's exactly what I needed to get my life back finally. Leaving you hurt every second. I thought I wanted you back. But there's nothing that would make me live again with the soul that is so black. I finally got away. I always thought that it was my fault till the moment I got to see just how hard you could drive me, just how broken I could be. I bent straight over and took it all in a way no man should take. And you just kept on pushing till it was sure that I would break. And every single moment of every day was filled with your worry and fear. But you were so sure you could never be wrong. To you it was all crystal clear. There could only ever be one way, and it was never mine. But now that the spell is broken, I'm gonna be just fine. Leaving you was the best thing that could ever have happened to me. I know you do it to someone else. It's too bad I can't help them get free. impossible. Had me so tied up in knots. It's been years since I've been able to have any of my own thoughts. Leaving you felt so wrong at first, not totally. That's exactly what I needed to get my life back finally. Leaving you hurt every second. I thought I wanted you back, but there's nothing that will make me live again with a soul that is so black. I finally got away. Yeah, this is a love story. Even if it's not perfect, it's still possible to learn some lessons and move on. That's the way forward. I worked way too much for almost all my years. Spent my time chasing money and built myself a few careers. But all I really wanted back then was to get out and have some fun, to have some time to relax, and know my work was done. Now I get it every day. I got nothing pressing me, and all I can think about now is how good it used to be. The grass is always greener on the other side. It doesn't matter what you got or how you stay occupied. You know you find something to wish for. The one thing that's guaranteed is that you always find something you have. There's always something else you need. So take it from someone who's been around the block a couple laps before you give it up. Don't fall in those old traps. Looks like heaven waiting. It's not what you think it will be. The grass will always be greener, and you'll miss what you got dearly. I spent 6 months working out every day. It's harder than it sounds. Stopped myself for months. It turns out I look better with a few pounds. I spent all of my best years trying to earn the trust and love of the one woman who did it for me. She was all I could think of. Yeah, that was the only time when I didn't look around, when I never hoped for anything else. I was sure that I had found all I ever wanted. The yard was totally green. She had never learned what I did. She had never seen the grass is always greener on the other side. It doesn't matter what you got or how you stay occupied. You know you find something to wish for. The one thing that's guaranteed is you always want something. You always want what you don't have. There's always something else to need. So take it from someone who's been around the block a couple laps before you give it up. Don't fall in those old traps. Looks like heaven waiting. It's not what you think it will be. The grass will always be greener, and you'll miss what you got dearly. Looks like heaven waiting. It's not what you think it will be. The grass will always be greener, and miss what you got dearly. Okay, so this is a new chapter in my love story. I wonder where it might go. It's definitely got a lot more confusing than I ever expected my fairy tale would be. I don't know what I'm doing here. Don't have a clue. Is there a plan for all of this? Something clear I'm supposed to do? I go down a rabbit hole thinking, here's a cool choice, only to get drawn away by another interesting voice. change my whole perspective every single time. Alter my core expectations at the drop of a dime. Think of what the future could hold with each possibility. I don't even know what's really right for me. Maybe this one's perfect. Maybe she's the one. Maybe this is it. Maybe I'm done again. Maybe I finally found exactly just what I need. Or maybe this is just another disappointing dead-end lead. Maybe I can learn and grow a bit and try something new. Maybe I'll find out there's nothing here I really want to do. Maybe, baby, you've got just the right mix. Or maybe you're just another desperate quick fix. Maybe I shouldn't try so hard to start a new dialogue. Maybe it would be best to give it up and get a dog. Yeah, maybe it'd be better just trying to be alone. Maybe it's actually more fun doing everything on my own. Maybe I don't really want to share anything with anyone. Maybe I should just cool it all, go out and have my own fun. Or maybe, wait, I finally found something uncommonly right. Maybe this next one will finally make me see the light. Maybe I actually missed her a few weeks ago. Maybe this one, maybe that. I really just don't know. Maybe this time it will all be so perfectly clear. Maybe this is all there is and she'll never appear. But I hope maybe, baby, just around the corner, maybe you're there. And I'll stop my searching, maybe, baby, just around the corner, maybe. You know, God damn it, this is a love story. This is a love story about the human spirit, about moving on and being strong and finding happiness. This is a freaking love story. I'm gonna write a freaking love story. I've been going to the park every day, calling my old friends just to say hey, going out to eat for every meal. Oh, I just realized exactly how I feel. I'm starting over. I got some reasons to look ahead. I'm starting over. I was broken, but now instead I'm starting over. I know what it feels like to heal. It's not over. I love the way this feels. Trying things I haven't thought about in years. Remembering what it's like to step right over my fears. Watching the sunrise with every bright new day. It seems the blue skies have replaced the gray. Ooh, I tried so hard to get right to this place. Cut my hair, fixed up my space. Learned a dozen new names who I met face to face. But know what they say, it's not a race. I'm starting over. I got some reason to look ahead. I'm starting over. I was broken, but now instead I'm starting over. I know what it feels like to heal. It's not over. Can't get enough of the way it feels. So this is a love story, I promise. But you know, as much as you try to keep a positive attitude about things, life does manage to repeatedly hit you with some curveballs. And when troubles line up just right, the comedy of errors can be spectacular. Since this is a love story, there are going to be some parts about dating. I mean, that's just how love stories happen these days. There's dating, you know? And dating is messy. So, I just have to ask this. How many of you have ever been on a bad date? I mean, really, really bad date. How many of you have ever been on a first date where the person you were with got arrested while you were on the date? Well, that has happened to me. Twice. That's right, 2 times. My companion on a first date has been taken away by a police car for doing truly unimaginable things. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's just say I've had some absolutely amazing, horrible dating experiences, and perhaps it's led to some less than positive thoughts about everything having to do with dating, relationships, and just a few select women who've led me through some mind-melting experiences and interactions. Can't you take what I'm thinking and doing and twist it all around? Can't you make me feel like I'm losing it? I got no footing on solid ground. I got no fight in me and nothing, just no fight left in me and nothing to say when she starts treating me that way. Now I'm losing it, and to my dismay, I just gotta get away from that crazy girl. I don't want no piece of that. She's a crazy girl, like an unpredictable white cat. Yeah, she's a crazy girl. I thought what you've seen, but instead she's a crazy girl. She play games with your head. Watch out. She tried to tell me the things I didn't do, and things I didn't do I did. She tried to tell me the things I said I didn't say, and the things I didn't say were said. She played with your head every step of the way, yeah, mess with every thought. You might start to think that your mind is shot and rotten, but it's not. It's just she's a crazy girl. You don't want no piece of that. She's a crazy girl, like an unpredictable white cat. Yeah, she's a crazy girl. You think she was sweet, but instead she's a crazy girl. She'll play games with your head. Gotta get away now. Run away and scream like you're on fire. She'll pick at you and tear you down until you tire. She'll make you forget everything you knew was true prior. She'll spin your thoughts around like a downy sheet in a dryer. She's trouble, man, I tell you that she can conspire to make you believe yourself that you are a liar. But you're not, she's just a crazy girl. You don't want no piece of that. She's a crazy girl, like an unpredictable white cat. Yeah, she's a crazy girl. You think she was seen, but instead she's a crazy girl. She'll play games with your head. Gotta get away now. Don't get me wrong, this is a love story, and everyone knows that guys are every bit as bad as women when it comes to finding their own happily ever after, and often comically worse. One of the really fun things that happens on dates is hearing all about the horrible, dim-witted, misogynistic attitudes that men have. It's a popular topic of conversation when you're single and on that wild ride looking for a mate. This is going to be looped. I don't know if I can do this without a looper. Am I doing something to make you uncomfortable? Sweet little thing. Is my choice of words maybe hitting you wrong? Why are we not connecting? Was it how I said you remind me of my mom? I thought that was nice. Or maybe when I told you I don't mind some fat. Guess I won't say that twice. Maybe you really just didn't get it when I finished the food on your plate. I was just trying to help you keep from gaining some of that unwanted extra weight. I tried to make it clear I like you better than my exes, compared you favorably with each one. Oh, and did you like my idea that the fairer sex is not required to get as much work done? I figured that was thoughtful. Don't mind if you can't do what men do. I want to help explain all you don't understand. Yeah, I want to do nice things for you. I have to wonder if you even appreciate me taking you out. Why wouldn't you let me pay at Mickey D's? What the heck is that all about? And did you like the pics I sent last night? I thought they were hot. but you didn't react the way I expected to me and just an ascot. I tried to text you as much as I could, let you know that I really like you. Why would you block me from doing that? How is it possible that could strike you? The way you explained it, it sounds so bad. I'd be proud to get 1,000 texts, especially in only 3 days. God, I'm just so perplexed. And I did everything to let you know just how much you turned me on. I told you I want to lick your sweat, babe, and sniff you where you're smelly. Bring it on. I want to make you gag and hear you scream. Doesn't that sound good? But you seem to take that all the wrong way. I just don't get why you would. Oh yeah, passing some gas? Well, that just means I'm comfortable around you. I can be myself, take down my guard. Why would you want me to do anything that hides who I am? I want to tell you what I think, every detail, especially that you're the best female I've met, at least since getting out of jail. You make me want to put my arms around you and squeeze you really tight, press my weight down into you, or make you feel my might. Doesn't that just do it for you, or is there something I don't understand? Who wouldn't like hanging out with my friends and not having anything else planned? I want you to know that even once a month, you're honestly pretty enough and that I can put up with the girl things you do, even the crazy stuff. And don't worry, I can keep you entertained. I've got lots to talk about. I can tell you all night about things I think. I promise I won't hold out. I think you just have the wrong point of view about a lot of things I've done. I could show you some stuff I've learned from other chicks if you could just learn to have some fun. Come on, chill out. Try to understand. I don't want this to have to end, but if you're really sure it has to, would you mind introducing me to your friend? So yeah, I bet everyone here can share a funny, terrible story about troubles with the opposite sex or about getting mixed up with the wrong people. One of the great things about that is that it gives you some perspective. And when you do finally meet a special person, it absolutely does make you feel like you've taken a step up out of that pool. Finding someone who's different than you've known in the past can really make you realize that a love story is still possible. Lord, I've got it good. Maybe you know what I mean. Finding just what I need after everywhere that I've been. She's like living in a New York penthouse after staying at the Motel 6. She's like dining on filet mignon after microwave fish sticks. She's like touring in a Mercedes Benz after riding on your bike in the rain. She's like sipping Bourgogne in Dijon after bag liquor made from grain. She's like vacationing in New Schweinstein Castle after staring at the smog in the Bronx. She's like breathing in strawberry oil after sniffing the cat litter box. She's like coming home from the trail and sleeping on your warm puffy bed. Everything feels so good now, Lord, I can't get her out of my head, 'cause I took a step up. Well, I guess I just didn't know exactly how good it could be when I got kicked to the curb. Oh, dear God, lucky me. Don't think of losing hope. Give it all you can, 'cause the next one to come along will make you feel like twice the man. She's like living in a New York penthouse after staying at the Motel 6. She's like dining on filet mignon after microwave fish sticks. She's like touring in a Mercedes Benz after riding on your bike in the rain. She's like sipping Bourgogne in Dijon after bag liquor made from grain. She's like vacationing in New Schweinstein Castle after staring at the smog in the Bronx. She's like breathing in strawberry oil after sniffing the cat litter box. She's like coming home from the trail, sleeping in your warm puffy bed. Everything feels so good now, Lord, I can't get her out of my head, because I took a step up. What an awesome experience it is to feel the magic of meeting someone who entrances you. It can take over everything you think about. This love story may be getting back on track again. Damn, you're the cutest thing. You make a guy feel like a king. You're always pulling off something new. You get me even deeper into you. When I watch you walk across the room, catch the smell of your perfect perfume. Keep me hanging on every word, you get me wrapped up and my thoughts are blurred. All I know is that I can't get enough of your sweet and sexy stuff. All I know is that you got a way of sticking in my thoughts all day. All I know is that you got something unique. Driven with your kind of magic mystique. All I know is that you make me feel right. The taste a little thing whet my appetite. All I know is I want more of whatever it is you got in store. All I know is I like what you do. I can't get enough of you, that's all I know. You're a little sugar and a little spicy, mixed up just right together nicely. Always rockin', turn up to 10. You bring it every time over and again. Dressed up nicer in a little t-shirt. Wanna take a bite, you like a dessert. But you're moving every move you make. Always make me do a double take. All I know is I can't get enough of you sweet and sexy stuff. All I know is that you got a way of sticking in my thoughts all day. All I know is that you're something unique, dripping with your man of magic fatigue. All I know is you make me feel right. The tasty little thing, you whet my appetite. All I know is I want more of whatever it is you got in store. All I know is I like what you do and I can't get enough of you. That's all I know about your magic. That's all I know. Oh boy. When you find that one special person who gets you going, and the chemistry is right, it can be so powerful that you don't ever want to let them go. I can still smell your perfume in the air. Feel your fingers running through my hair. I feel my fingers running through your hair. Hear the sound of your whisper in my ear. Baby, I want you here. So please, please don't go away. Every cell in my body's calling for you to stay. Do you understand? Do you really know how badly I don't want you to go? I can still see the look in your eyes just before you said your goodbyes. Still got the taste of your kiss. There's nothing as intoxicating as the feeling of this. My senses are tingling on overload. My mind is spinning wild and it can't be slowed. My heart is beating hard like it's ready to explode. You're on your way to some other zip code. I can still smell your perfume in the air. Feel my fingers running through your hair. Hear the sound of your whisper in my ear. Baby, I want you here. So please, please don't go away. Every cell in my body's calling for you to stay. Do you understand? Do you really know how badly I don't want you to go? So next time, please don't go. Real adult love stories, they can get pretty racy. Loop that. You make my world stop, and there's nothing else. I got the way you smell in my teeth. You make me drop like a rock down on my knees. You make me beg like a dog, hoping if I just say please, that my heart won't skip a beat from the drug you are. I gotta just remember to breathe. You're the medicine I need in my vein that takes the You're the medicine I need in my vein that makes my brain feel the pain that's so good, makes me insane the way I like it. You're Mary Jane and grain moonshine and cocaine. Put my head in the fast lane. I'll stain my sheets. If I think of you again, I gotta hit you like a train, rain down like a hurricane on you, make you stupid like a Trump campaign, burn you hot like propane. Go ahead, lock me up in that chain. I won't complain. Let me explain the way you make me shake. I gotta just remember to breathe. You make my blood move down. You make my blood. You move my blood. Yeah, but you move my blood down where you like it. Come on, find out what I'm about. There's no doubt I'll make you pass out. You're holding out. Try it out and find out what you're living without. Come on, break, girl. I got just what you need. I will exceed your best dream. I'll make you plead not to stop. Just agree to take it in. I'll feel like a stampede rocking your world indeed. I'll make you finish so you can smoke your weed. Hit the sack, get that rest, because it's coming back. I'm not holding back, raging like a maniac, pushing a heart attack. I'm going to eat you like a snack, girl. I got to just remember to breathe. You got it going on. It's tight. It feels right. I got some insight in how to incite and excite it all night, despite your worry and your fright about your heart. I don't bite unless you ask. It's just the light. I'll make you fly like a kite, and you just might feel something that's not quite like anything before. I'm going to make you see the light. You got to just remember to breathe. Come on, take it. I got what you demand. I'll bring it to you. I'll bring you to the promised land. I understand what you need. This ain't just a one-night stand. I got more than that plan. You couldn't take it all in a day anyway. You won't want to go away once you play with me. I'm like a buffet. You keep coming back for another entree, but it's gourmet, not just okay. It's exactly the way you need it. 6 months of play will make you pop like you never did before that day. I'll be your stairway to heaven. Climb right up. I'll fill your cup, build it up. I won't let up. I'll push you to the edge and then I'll hook you up. I'll make you blow up. Gotta just remember to breathe. Hell, a full-on love story can get pretty awkward. Even as grown adults, it can be difficult to figure out exactly the right attitude with someone new, and the topic can be pressing, especially when you're getting to know someone you're super into. If there are any kids in the room here, parents, please cover their ears and take a little leave now. This tune isn't for children. It's been wonderful getting to know you. I had a fantastic time. The way we interact feels like a fresh new paradigm. I love everything you do. It's all been a total blast. It's hard to believe it's been so long. Feels like this thing could last. You've been there every moment with me. You're thoughtful and kind, patient and kind. It's just one thing I don't seem to get. I think I should tell you, I hope you don't mind. I really want to get down with you. Girl, you knock me out. Would you mind taking the time to maybe just quickly knock one out? I wanna get you sweaty and mess up your hair. Are you even aware that's the case? I wanna rock your world and spin you around, mess up the sheets and get stuff on your face. Let's do the hibbity nipsy doodle, do the dirty deed, and do the nasty, the wild thing, and give you just what you need. Engage in glam combat and some heavy hanky panky. Hit a home run with me, baby, so we can both stop being so cranky. Bump our uglies, wet the wheelie, get a roll in the hay. Do 2% push-up together with you all day. Split the beard and belly bump, make you hum and purr and meow. Share some common knowledge, baby, yeah, about chicka wow wow. I hope you don't mind me being honest. I know how you like it when I'm polite, and most of the time I generally do see you in a different light. But I wanna be sure that I'm thoroughly clear. I really do care about you. I love the way you talk and listen, love everything that you do. Watching TV and laughing together, walking and sharing that all feels so good. Hearing your voice and seeing you smile wouldn't change a thing even if I could. But if I had the chance to think about even more we could add that might make us feel good. If we could build this relationship and make it stronger, I certainly think we should. Sometimes I wonder what you're thinking. What are you all about? Are you analyzing my deepest feelings, or also just wanting to bang one out? Go do it, get laid, tap that ass, make love, shake the sheets and jump your bones, shag and screw with nail and bang. Have you diddle and play with my stones? Hide the salami and butter your biscuit, put your loaf in my oven. Fork and bork and bang the potato, yeah, get us both some hot lovin'. Get some bam bam in the ham, play bedroom rodeo. Check your oil with my dipstick, yeah, moisten your uncooked dough. Feed the kitty, glaze the donuts, have relations and tickle the dinky. Get busy, give you the beans, friggin' cream the Twinkie. It's clear that your morals are strong, I don't doubt that in the least. But I bet if I get you going, I'm gonna unleash a beast. Sure, there are kids at home, we don't need an embarrassing episode. If we have to, we can just get to the back of the car along an abandoned old road. I respect you so much, I hope that you know I appreciate your mind and your thought. But there are times when I can't get my mind off your warm, wet, slippery spot. It's important for me to be respectful, to know you're surely, to know for sure you're of like mine. Oh, honey, please just tell me if you want to expose your behind. So just to be clear, I want to get down. I really, really do. There are so many fun things on my mind, which I hope you'd like to try too. Shagging and stripping, pronging and rooting, shit-working and hugging, grinding. I want to score with you, babe. I hope that you're not minding. You squat throws in my cucumber patch, Papa Scooter with a little in and out. Pop my banana in your fruit salad, after you crack with my grout. Let me dip my corn dog in your batter, attack your pink fortress. Get some bouncy and bludgeon the flaps. Relieve every bit of our stress. Make boogie, make love, lay some pipe, knock boots and jam the clam. If you're up for some monkey business and wanting a man, well that's when I am. I can do the cattle prod and buzz the Brillo, crash the custard truck, do some hot yoga, crush your guts. Baby, I just wanna make you feel happy. Thanks for listening and hearing me out. You are so genuinely sweet. You have all the qualities I could hope to find. There's no one else I want to meet. I just hope you know if there's a chance on my account, please don't go back. I promise I won't treat you any worse once we hit the sack. No. Let's do that thing. Come on, get down with me. In the utter mess of real-life love stories, sometimes misunderstandings can run even deeper. When you're getting to know someone, you can manage to miscommunicate even the most basic intentions about how you feel. It's so important to stay humble and do your best to show how you care. That can mean the difference between staying together and breaking those initial fragile bonds. You couldn't understand why I never felt quite right. Neither of us really did all along. Why the spark we felt never blew into a flame. Well, you never did a single thing wrong. It was me whose hand didn't hold you as tight. And it's me who wouldn't hold you close enough at night. And it's me whose kiss make you feel right. Now it's me who feels like I'm gonna die. Die inside, 'cause I never felt love like this before, and I never wanted anything more. I don't ever wanna leave you alone again, and I'll never go back where we began. Oh, I never fell in love like this before, and it's just because I never learned how. No, we never fell in love like this before. Baby, don't you leave me now. I never understood the way you cared for me. Couldn't appreciate what you felt inside. All I knew was my insecurity. Was distracted by my own foolish pride. It took me losing you to understand what I had. It took me losing you, feeling this bad. It took me knowing that you slipped right from my grasp. Now I just want this to last. Now I need you more than anything. You gave my life a fresh new start. Yeah, I want you more than anything else. Baby, now I know what's in your heart. I never felt in love like this before, and I never wanted anything more. I don't ever want to leave you alone again, and we'll never go back where we began. Oh, I never felt in love like like this before, and it's just because I never learned how. No, we never fell in love like this before. Baby, don't you leave me now. Baby, don't you leave me now. Baby, don't you leave me now. With the right person and a compatible mix of shared values, things do go differently, more easily. And perhaps, if you're lucky, you may even begin to find a kind of support that makes the rest of this crazy world seem a bit more tolerable. I mean, that's really the whole point, right? Go running around and get ourselves all worn out, get stressed out and burned out on everything about trying to keep up with 5 million things to do, too many obligations and tasks to attend to. It all comes at us so incredibly fast, dealing with problems and getting harassed by everything and everyone all up in our face. So many challenges to beat at a breakneck pace, dealing with messes and pains in the neck, just trying to avoid a major train wreck, keeping our cool as if it's okay, breaking down hard at the end of the day, working on our sanity every minute, just trying to keep our head on the game while we're in it, eating anxiety for breakfast each morning, waiting for setbacks to arrive without warning, hitches and signs you don't expect, getting used to nothing being perfect. It all builds up till there's too much to do, there's just no break, and then there's you. It all goes away, just disappears, all of the worries, troubles, and fears melt away when I see your face. When I look at that smile, you slow down my pace. Your little laugh takes me right off the rails, gets my head away, straight away from complicated details of obstacles and hurdles and setbacks and mix-ups, predicaments and headaches and mishaps and hiccups. I can fix something problems yet. Difficulties in my path, and the aftermath of all the sociopaths is just a walk in the park. I skate right through, cause what matters in the end is that I come home to you. What you do to me is make it all alright. The way you hold me close in the middle of the night. What you do to me is make it all okay. Just step past every single trouble in my way. What you do to me is make it all work out. Wipe away every little bit of doubt. What you do to me is get me to another place where nothing else matters but your loving embrace. What you do to me is get right in my head, get me thinking of nothing but looking ahead to what you do to me. Yeah, that's all that I need. All I'm waiting for is what you do to me. Now that's starting to sound a lot more like a love story. With the right person, even walking the dog and taking a car ride can be a blast. Waking up to you, we got time to do the things we want together. I want more of that. Going out to see that little chestnut tree in the park down Franklin Street. Yeah, I want more of that. Ooh, I just want to see you every day. Hold you in my arms, not let you get away. Put you in my life all along the way. Yeah, I want more of that. When I'm with you, all those lesser things, well, they just fade away, and whatever else life brings, oh, it's just fine with you there by my side. It's no problem to take that stuff in stride. When you're hanging around, doesn't matter if there's sun, cause I got you, just want a little more one-on-one. Eating waffles in the early morning Saturday, taking the dog out to play. Yeah, I want more of that. Got me drinks and a quick bite, then sushi on a Friday night, coming home and turning out the lights. Yeah, I want more of that. Ooh, I just love it when you grab my hand, hop into the car and go somewhere unplanned. Tell me everything, cause I know you understand. Ooh, I just want to see you every day. Hold you in my arms, not let you get away. Put you in my life all along the way. Yeah, I want more of that. find that one match who's like nothing you've ever known, you wish you could do absolutely anything for them. This is the stuff a real love story is made of. Another day goes by and I get a little deeper, doing everything I can just to try and keep her. Cause there is nothing else like this woman that I got. And what she does to me, well, that just can't be bought. She makes me feel repeatedly excited to be something new. She gets me stirring during every occurrence we go through. Cockers me so easily, sticks to my psyche just like glue. When I need that there girl, so let's go, I gotta do. I need to hold her till I'm older. When she's cold, almost a good. Make her smiling when she's by my drink, her style like witches. Pick every drop of her up like a sweet lollipop. Grab a scrub a tub, take her to a club where she can go. Cuddle her, make her puddle love like morning dew. Get her rolling, controlling the temp. She knows my photo review. Make her breathe hard, but body break down. I got like wet tissue. Do all I can. I got plans to make her brand new. If you spend your life trying to get to the other side where the grass is greener and everything you tried works out the way you want and you are satisfied. But I'm here to tell you how I took what was supplied by a special woman who got me to open my heart. And I knew that suddenly there was nothing more to decide. Just follow what was good, let intuition be my guide. And once I felt that way from her, I held on for the ride, take her out and about, and always got what she likes to do. Hold the door and make sure she feels secure. Make sure when she's lonely, make sure it's only till you get back in the food. Make her heart stop being the job to get alive, me a smooch or two. When she's on the prowl, I got on the ear to make her go go. Here and opens and pins and needles while she gets against the clothes. Loosen the clothes and take off the ropes and loosen her tight and well. She's an incredible edible chemical that I'm addicted to. She's not just tight, she's got it all, more than I thought could be true. She's all in, I'm all in, I'm ball, there's nothing small and we should just make her feel good. There's nothing more that I wanna do. She's not holding me, I just wanna tell her I love you. The Skilvin's got me till the end. She's like nothing I ever knew. She's like nothing I ever knew. She's like nothing I ever knew. Like nothing I ever knew. My girlfriend calls me Boo and I call her Woo. Cute, huh? A sweet little piece of our love story is that she sent me a text with these words. Nice, intelligent, caring, kind, ambitious, noble, talented, open, notable, authentic, captivating, capable, inspiring, open-hearted. She abbreviated my name with all those words. You know, it can mean the world to actually say the things you're thinking. It doesn't have to be perfect poetry. Sometimes it's important to just try and get the words out because you never really know what someone is thinking until they actually tell you. I want to tell you what it's like to be captivated, to be mesmerized by someone who makes you see the world from a better point of view. I thought I'd seen it all, but I didn't know it was waiting with the person who could make me grow. So I broke down my walls, trusted what I saw, took down the facade, was honest and thought of all we've been through so far, how I'm likely to see that truly you and me have got something specially hidden deeply that makes me love everything about your sweet personality. I'm giddy because you're witty, you're pretty, you're nice, and I won't ever think twice. Don't need any advice about the paradise you bring because the things you do make me feel like a king and you make me sing out loud like I never allowed myself to do because I was proud and never sure that the cure for my insecure and immature feeling was in your love and affection, the connection you made with my imperfections, the direction you gave me and the introspection that you set in motion and made me so was like a healthy infection of my ego. And now I know that what you showed me was so long ago forgotten, but slowly, although I've gotten a rotten perspective, your corrective directive has been so effective, objectively making my selfishly focused identity. I unexpectedly switch intensely from self-pity to what I see as impressively solid integrity, and that devilishly sexy way of being is hopefully in my destiny because I want that chemistry that's so authentically filled with intensity, progressively filling successfully my genetically founded necessity for your simple and coquettishly flirtatious ways. I think all day about how to say I'm hoping you'll stay and be okay with the way I play with you and make sure that you're secure and that you prefer how I stir your soul and make you feel whole. It's my goal to roll with whatever you need and not control anything, just to exceed what we indeed both agree are the seeds of a growing life together that's better and we both want right down to the letter. I'm going to let you have what you care about so that you have no doubt that it's just right, and I won't fight about anything that you might like, and you're downright excited to set your sight on me every night, and that I make you swoon with each tune that I write and croon that the honeymoon goes on, and soon you can understand the way this man can plan more than you thought would be possible. The inconceivable is believable and achievable because I'm motivated, and I waited this long to create a life with a person who related to me without being frustrated or irritated with my unregulated thoughts, and instead is exhilarated, yet invigorated by my opinionated desire to live with fire, and that you admire the things I aspire to try, and you require the same in this game of life, and aim to claim something other than the lame nothingness that I found elsewhere, and want nothing less than that unreserved yes and success in this life, because which can be such a mess that this work in progress can become a process of growing happiness and kindness that beats the distress of all the excessively unhappy, crappy perspectives that have been defective in the past, and at last we can have a blast. Ooh, you are too cool. If you do stay true to your brew, I'll be the one who's never blue. I'm so glad we had a breakthrough and you decided to start anew and see this thing through. I think in the beginning we just misconstrued our thoughts due to miscues and how we pursued and reviewed the traits that we were used to and others we knew. But I trust your view that you're not cuckoo and that you do cut through my thoughts and get deep in my heart. Ooh, I'm glad you never withdrew. Thank you, because I sincerely love you. So I'm still making mistakes, and she's still doing an unbelievable job of understanding everything about me. When you find someone who genuinely gets you and appreciates you, is patient, supports, and shares in life together with you, it's hard not to want to give them the world, to be motivated to want nothing more than to see your partner happy, to be working together with the person you enjoy most, to get through the toughest troubles as a team, and to really share your lives. Now that's a great love story. Being there for the people you care about most is a huge part of what drives the best part of all our lives. You know what it feels like to have regrets, to have to change what you have done, to have disappointed someone you care for, and failed to fulfill the needs of a loved one. The center of my life and everything to me, you're precious, sweet, and kind, and meant to be there for you with the support you need, make you feel safe and give you peace of mind. I want to let you know you're cared for and loved, that someone always sees your point of view, who wants to understand what you're feeling, who cares, is patient and listens to you. If I could do it again, if I could take it back, if I could not have been a selfish slob, now that I understand what you felt inside, I wish I'd done a better job. I wasn't sensitive and thoughtless and considerate, only thinking of my own view. If I'd been less absorbed in what was happening to me, I could have taken better care of you. I do hope that I can be better than that, and you can trust that I want to give more. Try harder to know what's happening with you and hear what you're clearly asking for. I want to make up for everything else that doesn't ever go your way. I want you to know that I'm by your side with you right there to help every day. Just understand that I'm trying to learn and respond better every time, that I want to put in the effort to always be compassionate and kind. There's nothing that makes me happier than to know I helped you feel good. If I could do that every time and somehow make sure that you never misunderstood, if I could see inside your heart and know exactly what I should do, if it's possible to give you what you need, I know you know that's what I'll always do. There's nothing more important to me than the partnership and that sweet connection. I want to give it all back to you and make it worthwhile. I want to give it that same affection. I hope what I give you is valued and worthy of your love. I hope that you know I appreciate you, that all day you're all I'm thinking of. I love that you hear me out and take the time and care. You're such a rare human being, I'm aware there's no one else like you anywhere. I want to make up for everything else that doesn't ever go your way. I want to make you know that I want you to know that I'm by your side, right there with you, right there with help every day. The way that you share and fairly listen, spread happiness everywhere. Wherever you are, I want to be there, make you feel like you're walking on air. I'll always be there for you, I swear, and beware and help you prepare for all we go through, because there is no one else who can compare. No, my dear, you got my best, you have my full faithfulness. You know that you can count on me, I promise nothing less. Yes, I will, everything in my power, I will give you every hour in my life, it's yours. I will give you all I got, I will, cause you're the cure for my ills. Yeah, I will, you thrill me, baby. Yeah, I will, till we're done with our journey. I will try to fulfill you. Yeah, I will work time on overkill. I wanna chill with you. It's like a pill. Those uphill battles are just a drill that could never kill my will. That's why I'll be there for you. I will. I care for you. Yeah, I will. I'll still be there when the sun goes down. I will. I say it again. I will. You know I will. I will. I will. I will. So this has been a love story, and it's not done yet. Many of our own personal stories can be wild, wacky roller coaster rides, filled with unexpected turns and messy situations. But that's just a reflection of how imperfect we all are as human beings and how crazy the world we live in is. In the end, we're all going to look back at our lives and remember the troubles and the amazing experiences. And I think more than anything, we'll remember our relationships. Because to me, those are truly what mean everything. Love stories are the center of our lives, as imperfect as they are. Sometimes things don't work out exactly how you want, and everything's a mess. Sometimes all that you try seems to go the wrong way. When I gotta confess, there are times when I feel like breaking down, just can't hold out. There are moments when I feel like I got nothing left to give, but you wipe away that doubt. Give me everything that I need to go on. Keep a smile on my face. Give me every reason that I need to look ahead. Just your beauty and your grace. Catch me every day when I see you say my name. And everything's alright. Oh yeah, every time my back's against the wall, you give me some insight. Show me some daylight. Hold me so tight. Yeah, I got everything. When I got you, I got everything. When troubles come along and the sunshine disappears, the sky's filled with a cloud. All the work I do doesn't mean a thing. Just a nameless face in the crowd. And there are times when I feel like breaking down, just can't hold out. And there are moments when I got nothing left to give, but you wipe away that doubt. Give me everything that I need to go on. Keep a smile on my face. Give me every reason that I need to look ahead. Just your beauty and your grace. Touch me every day when I hear you say my name. Everything's alright. Oh yeah, every time my back's against the wall, you give me some insight. Show me some daylight. When you hold me so tight, I got everything. Give me everything that I need to go on. Keep a smile on my face. Give me every reason that I need to look ahead. Just your beauty and your grace. Touch me every day when I hear you say my name. And everything's alright. Oh yeah, every time my back's against the wall, Thank you all so much for coming out and sharing some of my most personal, corny, and sometimes embarrassing love story experiences. I hope you got a chance to feel at least a few meaningful moments, that maybe you stopped for a bit and contemplated a similar interaction you've had, or perhaps thought about a person who is precious to you. And now, I hope you can go home and live your lives with the people you love. Do it while you've got a chance. Good night. I got my first fans of the musical. Hi, Herbie, you like it?